All right, it's time to go get some breakfast before we get this day started. I told y'all I like loud exhaust. Listen to the Honda. Y'all hear that acceleration? Love the Honda. It's so fun. Can you pick your walking direction? So we doing late Black Friday stuff because we didn't get to Black Friday on Black Friday or on Saturday. So we just coming out to see what kind of deals out here, that type of stuff. Black Friday is just not the same no more. It's not like it used to be because everything's online. No one physically goes out anymore. It's like everything is all about technology online. You just hop on a computer, hop on the phone, type in what you're looking for. And that's why so many people nowadays is lazy, because you don't gotta leave the house to go do nothing. But to be fair, it's kind of crowded up in here. But that's these people that's cheap like me, looking for these clearance items, trying to get the best deals. All right, let's see. What should we review today? Okay, looks like a plan. Can I tell y'all why I like the Fat Bob so much? This is a 2023 Harley-Davidson Fat Bob. Yes, it belongs to Speedway Harley-Davidson. I'm pretty sure y'all want me to go over specs. I made another video about these, so the specs probably the same. It's got a wet weight of 675 pounds. It comes with the 114 Milwaukee 8, putting out 118 foot-pounds of torque. You got a 3.5 gallon gas tank that gets you around 47 miles to the gallon. You've got this very different looking front end with the rectangular headlight, full LED. I love it. You've got that fatter tire up front. I believe this is a 150 80/16 in the front, and in the rear you've got a 180 70/16. It comes stock with this seat that kind of reminds me of a step-up seat. You got a passenger pillion as well as plenty of lower lumbar support. And in the end, this is a very sporty looking and performing cruiser. But the big question is, why do I like the Fat Bob so much when this is kind of like an underdog? Not a lot of people have this generation Fat Bob. You don't see a lot of them on the road. You don't see a lot of them in the showroom. But I love it. Let's roll. It has been cool out lately. I got a little bit of Black Friday shopping done, which felt great to do. I'm up here at the Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway. You see they got the fire truck out here. They got that slide thing going on over there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's been crazy lately. Black Friday always empties the bank account, because there's so many people you got to buy gifts for and stuff like that. This year we're doing it small. We usually do it really big, but we're doing it small this year. I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that's a whole entire economy thing, because I feel like the economy is hurting pockets lately. Everything's going up in price, but the funds coming into one's bank account is not moving. It's either staying the same or going down. You know what I'm talking about? How many of y'all doing smaller Christmases this year? Or are y'all still out there balling? My baller status has decreased quite a little bit. Quite a little bit. All right. Woo! That performance. Man, I swear, the Fat Bob is one of those bikes, you either love it or hate it. I mean, there's no in-between people on this bike. I mean, there may be. Let me know, are you an in-between person, like where you're like, oh, it's okay, I kind of like it? But for me, it's that love it, hate it type of feeling. I love this motorcycle because that's probably because I come from sport bikes originally, and this is one of the sportier looking and feeling Harley Davidsons out of all the Harleys made. Now, I know they got the Sportster S now and the Nightster, but it's just a different feel to those compared to this. This feels like a true performance cruiser. This feels like a true performance cruiser. I really wish they would have put a 117 in this bike. I feel like it would be doing a lot better if it had the 117 in there. In my opinion, it's very stylish, it's very different, it's very futuristic, and it's like ready for that post-apocalyptic thing that's gonna happen someday. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be I Am Legend around here someday. We just don't know when. But this bike handles really well, and it's probably because it has that little bit fatter front tire, so you got more rubber touching the ground or gripping the road or whatever the hell you want to call it. And you got those inverted front forks that typically only come on the Lowrider S and Lowrider ST. So this bike, you could tell, was built for performance. And out of all the Harley-Davidson stock seats, this one has the best stock seat out of all of them. You're locked in, you're not moving. When you sit on this seat, it feels like you're literally connected to the motorcycle. And that's something that I really love about this bike. I mean, the bike only weighs 675 pounds, but while you're moving, it feels even lighter than that. You got these forward controls, so you're going to be comfortable. You know, I'm a taller dude. I'm 6 feet, hefty at 230 pounds, and I'm comfortable on the motorcycle, even with the lower placement of the handlebars. It's down a little bit lower, but I'm starting to learn the lower your handlebars, the more control it kind of feels like you have. That's probably why sport bikes got those clip-on bars. When they're down here, you know, it just feels like you've got way more control over the motorcycle. But of course, Harley people love T-bars, huge apes, all the way up to the sky. That's the Harley thing. But if you're one of those people who have not jumped on a Harley Davidson because you're like, oh, I know, I hear it still, that's kind of a older generation person's motorcycle. It's for an older guy. And I don't think that has to do with the way they ride while y'all saying that. I think it's that classic cruiser look that's throwing y'all for a loop, where y'all like, ugh, it looks too old manish, it looks too cruiserish. Which, if you pay attention, there's a lot of younger people out here stunt riding Harleys. So Harleys are kind of like taking over because things change. Not everybody's hopping on sport bikes. You know, a lot of people are jumping on these Harleys. But if you're one of those people who just want something that look a little bit more sporty, that's why you haven't jumped on a Harley. Right here, man, you got a Fat Bob, which looks sporty. It almost looks like a naked motorcycle, but it's a little bit more comfortable. It's aggressive. When you put that exhaust on it, it's going to give you that Harley sound, not the big twin sound, the blub 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 potato type sound. It's going to got that Milwaukee 8 sound, but it still sounds good with an aftermarket exhaust. And it's a 114, and people are always talking about Harleys are slow. By no means is this a slow motorcycle. Not at all. There is plenty of performance, probably more than enough performance for the street than you actually need or going to utilize. Like, you don't know, y'all out there with these 1000cc bikes, how often do you redline that bike? How often do you get to use all of that performance? How often do you actually get to go through all them gears? Huh? And I'm not hating on them because I love them. I love me some sport bikes, man. Don't get me wrong. Y'all should know that. I got a Ducati myself. I come from R1s, R6s. Like, that was my life. Nothing but sport bikes. But sport bikes aren't that practical when you want to do more than just go fast. If you want to take the lady out on a nice ride, if you want to take a little trip, sport bikes ain't that practical. Now, there's women and guys that'll jump on the back of a sport bike, but I don't know for how long they're going to want to be back there with their butt all the way in the air with that uncomfortable arch in their back. Versus on here, you could put some serious miles in on a cruiser. And this bike is extremely comfortable. It's on a soft tail platform, so it's a comfortable motorcycle. The main reason I love this bike so much is because I like things that are different. And this motorcycle is 100% different than what you would typically see coming out of Harley-Davidson. Why would you want something that's always the same? You want to see different things, trends. Why do you think people customize their motorcycles? Because they don't want theirs looking like the next 5,000 people that bought that color motorcycle. So with this one, when you customize it, since there's not a lot of them out on the road, you're gonna definitely stand out, and your bike gonna be different. And it's a stylish bike. Like, they hit this baby on the nail with the style. There's a lot of people who like the older Fat Bobs. They got the 2 headlights up front that kind of look like, I'd say they kind of look like, what's that movie? What's my movie I'm thinking of? Short Circuit? Yeah, they kind of look like the thing on Short Circuit, or the thing off of that Disney movie. What was it called? Where it had Eva in it and something else. It kind of looks like that as well, the older Fat Bob, versus this one is extremely futuristic looking, definitely sport oriented, and fun as hell to ride. The suspension is solid on here too, but that's all soft tail, so you got that adjustable suspension, and like, I'm hitting bumps, I ain't really feeling the bumps all like that. I always see a lot of people on the channel that own stuff like Dynas, Lowrider S's, Lowriders, a whole bunch of bagger people like Street Glides, Road Glides, Indian Challengers, and all that type of stuff. How many of y'all actually own Fat Bobs? I want to know who out here rolling on a Fat Bob, and especially this generation Fat Bob. Oh my god, I love this bike. It's like I am the motorcycle, man. I like feel like one of those toys from back in the day where like the little motorcycle rider was attached to the bike and couldn't come off. That's how you feel when you sit on this bike. Like, you're all the way, you are the motorcycle. Just wind me up and let me go. I smell food. It's probably because I'm hungry. 230 pounds, I probably could miss a meal. But this sexy fat, just so y'all know. This ain't that average fat, this sexy. Now, I know y'all want to help me out just like I help y'all out by bringing y'all all this amazing content. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, do something on the damn video, and comment, do all that commenting stuff. All right, we is pulling back up to Speedway Harley-Davidson. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna check y'all out in that next one. I'm about to pull this back in here and go eat, because I need food in my belly, like right now. Like, not later, but right now. I need that food. Oh, almost hit the wall.